Hello, hello, hello. Here I am. Here we are, one more time. Who knows, maybe this is the last time. Who knows? Who knows what will happen? But I'm here. I'm here today. Gone tomorrow. Oh, it's a bit warm, isn't it? It's a bit warm. A little bit warm. Very warm. Very warm. Oh well. Guess it's just me. Carry on like this. I'll be gone in a minute. Very quiet. Very quiet. Is there anybody there? Am I the only person here? Well, there's 5 people there, but no one's talking. Oh, well. Oh well, what can you do about it? If there's no one talking, there's no one talking. I shall wait for my coffee. Huts is in. He makes some ridiculous statement about Roger Waters is Pink Floyd. No, everybody knows Sid Barrett is Pink Floyd. Come on. It's a bit silly, isn't it, really? Fasano's in. Happy June the 1st. Yeah, it's June. Where did the months go? It'll be Christmas before we know it, won't it just? Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. Very quiet. Very quiet tonight. Oh, dear. It's one of those nights where no one's here. Is it worth informing everyone on the old thing? What's the thing? I can't remember what the thing is. Walsh has arrived. In the old days, it used to tell you what the stream was. Oh, wait a minute. I've got to press that button there. And then I can do that. And then I can do that. Live stream. Oh, not that anybody cares. Let's face it, it's all over, isn't it, really? There's not much point in me doing this anymore. It's all kind of done. I think we're done. I think it's finished. I might as well just wrap it up now. Everything's on the decline. I'm on the decline. Pain is in. One of the many pains is here, is present. Wodsney asked, how's your week been? I don't know. How's my week been? I don't know. Stressed. Yeah. Because I got this. I got a second jab tomorrow, and I've not been feeling very well. And hey, this really could be the last live stream. But we'll figure it out. Everything will be fine, I'm sure. But you don't hear about my health problems because that's boring. You're here to be entertained. You're here to take your mind off your impending mortality. So yeah, that's what we're here for. And he likes the code. Good. I don't think there's only 18 people. Where is everybody? It's not like they don't know it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, god damn it. Maybe I should start it. Maybe I should have some sort of tape running. Then I should drop in. Well, she says, we're working, doing the evening shift, but home in time for the stream. We'll see, people rush home to see it. You gotta keep pushing out the same old rubbish, because people rush home to watch this rubbish. Payne says you may get a different flavour jab. Yeah. The one that doesn't make my heart jump out of my chest. But yeah, palpitations are fun. I must admit, I'm not enjoying it. Ah, here comes the coffee. It's hot. Jesus, that's too hot. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I could put the tinfoil hat on and say I've not been the same since I had the jab, and that would be true. I have not been the same since I had the jab. No, I have lessened somewhat, physically. Yeah, thankfully the missus is here and she can do some of the morning walks into school, because I physically can't manage it anymore because I'm exhausted. And like I say, the palpitations are a delight. I had a really bad case yesterday, and I can do my best to control them with breathing exercises, but it's not a pleasant experience, especially the aches and pains that come with them. But hey, I find out my blood test results on the 7th of June. I mean, crikey, when did I go? When? I've got it in the calendar, I can see. Everything's written down. Maybe not in this calendar. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, the 23rd of April. 23rd of April. I had my blood test. So yeah, don't find out until the 7th. So yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's been 6 weeks. And the thing is I had my results like 2 or 3 weeks ago, because I emailed them and they said they had them. So there you go. Great. For Simon says, the new cover of Animals is pretty cool. I love the classic sepia tone colour of the original. Yeah. It's a good shot. I thought it was interesting. I like to think it was taken at the time, They were scouting for different angles rather than it being a composite, new image, or, newly created image. I'd like to think of it being of the time, but we'll find that out if and when it's released, because there isn't a date yet. There is no date, and I'm hoping that Walter's doing what he's done doesn't annoy Gilmore to the point where he just goes, no, not doing it now, fuck them, because I won't be surprised. Why can't they just get along? Why can't they just behave themselves? Listen to any good music recently? No, just the Portico Quartet album I reviewed. But hey, no one's interested in that. Oh dear. Payne says, it's some of the best flavour rubbish on YouTube. Live coffee delivery, indeed. And I nearly burnt my fingers. Walsh makes a joke about Star Wars. I'm not going to repeat it. Pink says, hello. Payne says, Pink says, I got no YouTube notification today. Thankful there's Twitter. Exactly. Because YouTube doesn't care. YouTube, I have people saying to me, oh, you should get a green screen and work harder and do this and do that. And it's like, I know people don't get the notifications. I have people telling me, oh, you're still doing videos. Gee, I was subscribed to you, I get all that, and it's like I don't know. But if I talk about, I talk about what's it called? Uh, what the pink something, the Pink Floyd. If I talk about them, then the views go through the ceiling. But there is a great discombobulation between views and views. For on my channel dashboard under top videos, views in the last 48 hours, it says the new one that I just posted today, 1.7k, 1.7k. But hold it right there, sir. If I go to the actual entry, it says 1.196. So there's a 600 disparity between the two numbers. You know. I said Port Quartet, 160 views. You know, I did some movie reviews. No one's interested in those. You know, I think they're good. I like movies. I think I know what I'm talking about. Nah, not interested. It's got to be Pink Floyd. So, do we have to keep doing Pink Floyd? I don't want to do Pink Floyd anymore. So, you know, I try and keep interested in it, but it's so hard for me, you know. And like I say, there's not a financial incentive for me to carry on. You know, in the old days, there was some money sloshing around, and again, people, you know, dropping off a patron, which is natural because people do that. They've, you know, they fall out of love with you. They have different circumstances, you know. Yeah, I see people who produce a load of crap who even have jobs and produce a load of crap on YouTube, and they have thousands of patrons, you know, and they don't need the money. Whereas, you know, I could do with a little bit of lick of the spoon occasionally. I try and make music that people might like, and nobody wants to buy it. So I've got to the point where I realise that what I do is completely and utterly irrelevant. I'm wasting my time. I might as well just go and read a book or have a lie down instead of winding myself up over all this stuff, because, you know, YouTube isn't a platform for discovery. It is a platform to get buried in. You know, you get buried. People that can shift adverts get promoted. The people that can't get buried. And that's what we do here. And I have to make a decision if it's worth my while wasting my time doing this when I could just be, you know, making music or reading a book or just having a lie down because I don't feel well. And that's where I'm at. And it's that, you know, transitionary phase in your life. You have moments in your life where there's a change, where you move in a different direction. And, you know, I don't know. I've done it with this. This is, I don't know. I've got to enjoy it, you know. I've got to find it fun. But, yeah. I mean, the reviews did today, 2 really good videos. I thought they make very good, interesting reviews. People might be turned onto those films. They haven't even got 80 views between them, 40 views each. I'm wasting my time. Yeah. And that's good because, you know, the haters all enjoy that. They'll get off on that. They get little chubbies because they don't like me because I said something about a record or a band that they masturbate over. And, you know, that's fine. That'll make them happy. And, yeah, maybe I'll just disappear. Maybe that's what I should do. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's what I should do, just disappear. But hey, we've got to do this because people rush home from work to watch it. And I don't know why. Why watch this? This is like crap as well. This is as irrelevant as my movie reviews or my album reviews. Unless it's Pink Floyd. You know? So maybe I should just review Pink Floyd, just the same albums over and over again. Just over and over again. Maybe that's what YouTube wants. I don't know. And then people say, oh, will you review this album? And it's the most obscure shit that no one's interested in. It's like, no, you're burying me too. And I had it today with them. Oh, do you take movie requests? I go, sure. But I know they're going to suggest some obscure shit that no one's interested in. And they did. They did. That's what they did because you're so fucking predictable. It's like, Jesus. I unblocked the freak list within 24 hours. A freak left a fucking long comment, which is just pure madness spat onto a page. And you go, predictable. You're so fucking predictable. And that's the problem. I don't like predictability, and I don't like the way this is going. It's also very dull. But anyway, I've witted on enough to get the comments section moving a bit. Let's see. Honey says, Waters and Gilmore still bickering. Yeah, because they haven't got enough money to keep them happy. You'd think money and fame would soften the edges, wouldn't you? Make you a bit more forgiving. No. Oh, it says, oh, great, we're talking about Pink Floyd. Wonderful. That's the problem. Everyone loves Think Floyd, says Point Pinks. Absolutely. Sam says, any tips on signing while playing bass? I really struggle with the bass and have no issue singing. Oh, you mean singing? Signing. I was going to say, yeah, if you were doing sign language, don't do that one. You wouldn't be able to play the bass. I don't know. I have no... Look, stop singing, stop playing the bass, because you're wasting your fucking time. There you go. It's the only advice I can give you. Sorry, it's probably not the advice you wanted to hear. Russell says, good evening, good evening. Payne says, the Downing Street cat must be happy now that there's a Roman Catholic living there. Oh, God. Wasn't it nice, Boris, to get married again? Oh, haters got to hate. All these people on their moral high ground swiping right on Tinder and hooking up for anonymous sex, pouring their scorn on Boris Johnson and his new bride. The delicious irony and hypocrisy isn't lost on me. I don't fucking care. As long as he's paying for his kids, that's all that matters. And he apparently is, because he's broke. But there you go. But anyway, you get some rich donor to do it anyway. You make me sympathise with the Tories, you idiots. You make me sympathise with Boris Johnson. He's a fucking idiot too. They're all idiots. All of them. Every one of them. Everybody's an idiot. There we go. I think I've insulted everyone. You got to do that. You got to do that. Otherwise, they say you're biased. So I'm just saying you're all fucking idiots. There you go. How's that? Is that better? Good. Chris says, how long did it take you to learn how to sing and play at the same time? Who, me? When do I ever sing and play at the same time? Have I done that? Crikey, I can't remember. I don't sing. I've never sung. It's all lies. I don't even play guitar. This is all green screen. This is just a green screen behind me. These aren't real. Look, can you see my hand going through the green screen? There you go. And he's never mastered it. Neither have I. Walsh says, favourite film from the new French extremity movement. I don't even know what that fucking is. So, it's Bonjour Mon Petit Champignon, which is very good, apparently, I've heard. Very good if you watch it in black and white and play it backwards. Craig says, would you do any World War II movie reviews? I don't know. That's not a... No. I only do Vietnam. Because you wasn't there, man. You don't know what it was like. And that's the only reason I do Vietnam movie reviews. Because you wasn't there, man. You don't know what it was like. Payne says, perhaps a video about Pink Floyd, about the alleged sexuality of Austrian psychoanalysis. Oh, I'd offend too many people. No, I don't know. I just think, again, it's just... I don't like to talk about the algorithm. But I realise that Pink Floyd's all I'm good for. That's it. Pink Floyd. I've had people say, you're the Pink Floyd guy. No, I'm not. I'm not the Pink Floyd guy. It's all a lie. I don't even like them. It was an accident. I built one of their albums by accident. I thought it was a punk album. Mankiewicz said Pink Floyd did a movie. Yeah, I did review it once, but it got lost in the Great Purge. Pink says, I enjoyed your Nomad review, contrasted with Into the Wild. They're like two sides of the same coin. Yeah, well, I thought what I'd do is I'd be fucking clever, I thought I'd put some thought into it, and I'd find two films that kind of fit together in like a double bill, like I did today. I did with Interstellar in 2001. Find films that kind of sit naturally together and creating these little double bill things, or films that are kind of thematically similar. It's like I was going to do, was it Deliverance after Southern Comfort and The Emerald Forest, but they're both by John Boorman, the same director. But, and this is the kicker, they both involve a dam. How many films can you remember that involve a dam? Both of the films have a dam at their central point of the narrative. So maybe I'll do that. And Powers Booth was in Southern Comfort, and he's also in The Emerald Forest. That was my link. Right. I thought it'd be lost on you. I thought none of you would give a damn about those reviews. See what? I don't write any of this. It's none of it's scripted, But I'm glad you enjoyed the review. I'm glad someone. I do it for the handful of followers, and I don't want millions of followers. I don't want to be YouTube famous. I just want this stuff to be found, because I know there's an audience out there, but I don't know how I can get people to find it. And that's the depressing thing, because in the old days, you put a video up and, I don't know, people kind of found what you were doing. Oh, I came across your video. And I think a lot of it's got to do with crikey, if you do the search, if you search for anything on YouTube in a browser, oh, fuck me, it's like someone's vomited on the page. Whereas if you search on your phone or on your iPad or whatnot, or even on the telly, the search results are a bit more sensible. Whereas here it throws up like some results and it goes, people also watch this. Or have you considered watching more of this? Or you've forgotten to watch the rest of this in the fucking search results. It's like, YouTube, what the hell are you doing? You're actually trying to dissuade people from searching for material there. And that's what angers me. It is a site that, I've got to moan about it because it's just, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I didn't capitalise enough during the lockdowns. Maybe I should have done more content. I've still got to do all the album reviews that went missing, and I hate repeating myself. But there you go. Wadsley said, I enjoy the movie reviews. Points me in the direction of interesting films. Well, that's the point. Thank you, Paul. That is the exact point of it. The other Paul says, you could recycle some Genesis reviews. That'll bring the punters in nearly as much as Pink Floyd. Yeah, could do. Well, I was thinking of doing something with Genesis, but oh god, I was going to do song by song analysis, and I've been threatening you guys with that for years. I've been threatening you with it, but then I just think no one's going to watch it because they'll want me to include the song. They'll want me to, include pictures of the band recording the song and make it a documentary style format, which again, I don't own any of the content. And morally, I feel really, aggrieved about. Oh, here's something that rattled my fucking chain, right? I get Twitch. Who uses Twitch? That's a pile of shit as well. But Twitch sent an email out, general email, talking about DCMA and, you shouldn't use copyright material, right? So I'm messing around with Twitch the other day. I don't use it, but I've been using it doing some game streaming just to see, if I can do it again. And I did, and I'm going to be doing Animal Battle Royale, where it's called, because I downloaded that tonight. I had an awful lot of fun with it. But I'm just browsing Twitch, in the hot tub section, because research, looking at maybe if I can fit a hot tub in the living room, maybe I can go down that avenue. And there was a famous YouTuber, British famous YouTuber, who has millions of subscribers. And what's he doing on Bank Holiday Monday? Why? He's streaming a TV show, an actual TV show that he's recorded off the telly, which he doesn't own a copyright to his followers. And you go, whoa, wait a minute, we had an email about DCMA, yet he can do. Now, I know if I do it, they'll probably shot me from a great height. But he can do it. He can get away with it. And this is... I'm too moral for my own good. This is the thing. I see the rules. I try and abide by them. It doesn't do me any good. Remember what those bastards did to me. But you know, this is the thing. You watch it and you think everyone's exploiting it. Everyone's exploiting the system. Everyone is breaking the rules. But what can I do? If I jump that way, I'm going to get shot on. Yeah, so this is it's turning into a bit of a whinge fest. It's because I'm stressed about tomorrow. I'm like, I'm not feeling on my A game, because I'm not scared of the needle. I'm not scared of the vaccine. I'm just scared of my heart leaving my chest like it did last time. I'm hoping that the side effects will be lessened. But the kids are at home because it's school holidays, and I don't want to be ill around them. I don't want to feel under the weather. You're going to put on a brave face. Don't want to alarm the kids, if you know what I mean. And that's what stresses me out. It's just I want everything just to be just perfect. Don't want to be ill. I don't want to feel under the weather. It's bad enough with all the fucking aches and pains as it is, and everything else that's dropping off. Tackle the remaining Oldfield albums. No one cares about Mike Oldfield. Not even Mike Oldfield cares about Mike Oldfield. I've heard even he stopped playing his music at home. It's true. It's true. Payne says, perhaps mixed music and movies with reviews of John Formby. Hey, I was watching Laurel and Hardy. I was forcing Verity to watch Laurel and Hardy with me because there's a Laurel and Hardy channel, apparently, buried in the satellites. Laurel and Hardy, classics. King says, second vaccine tomorrow. Indeed it is. That's right. Eggers wants to know how my groove's been. Erratic and mainly erratic. King says, please don't disappear. I disagree about quite a few bands and albums, but that's just life. Well, don't worry if you disagree. Look, we can disagree and still be friends. That's the beauty of being a human being. People have forgotten the ancient art of having different opinions. And unless you're a fucking fascist or a complete arsehole, I will happily disagree with you, because the idea is that I point you in the direction of certain things. You might not like what I say, but you might go and enjoy the fucking album. That's the whole fucking point of what I'm doing. But these dullards out there who get so fucking irritated by what I do, they're just moronic. We're breeding a load of fucking morons. Just go on social media and you can just see how fucking stupid everyone is. Fucking stupid. That's it. Pink says, we can agree to disagree. Exactly. Payne says, videos about UFOs. Yeah, I don't know about that. I saw a UFO once. It was somewhere, Soft Cell were in the charts. And we was at the park on the swings and we saw a UFO. It was bright blue sunny skies. And everyone across the borough saw it because it made the local paper. So there you go. I've seen UFOs. Where the missus used to live when we first started going out. She had a full view. She lived in a block, not in a tower block, but it was like I don't know what you call it. Not a little tower block. That's not a tower block though. It's like maybe 2-3 stories. And she had a good view out. But it was also on a hill. So it kind of swept down. We could see the whole, looking across to Hackney in that direction. And we'd see lights in the sky go, stop, and then off again. And we'd sit there all night watching these lights. And they couldn't have been helicopters because they were moving too fast. And they used to stop and then zip away. But hey, you tell me, I can't explain it. But it was nice to watch. We used to sit and watch it. Summer evenings, window open, looking out, watching the lights buzz by. And that happened quite a few times. And the missus was there. We were both there. We both saw it. Walsh says people are eating up album ranking videos, probably because it's like throwing their shoes at the screen. Oh no, not like a list. I've not got a list of albums in order. Is that what I've got to do? Oh, I hate lists. Lists are stupid. I mean, I suppose I could really create a really irritating list. My top Pink Floyd list would irritate so many people. Because wish you were here. It's going down the bottom. It's going down the bottom. A lot of people they'll be crying. There'll be grown men on the streets of our cities crying, snot running down their faces because I've put "Wish You Were Here" down the bottom because I think it's a really awful, mediocre album. Blimey, shocking, isn't it? Shocking to have an opinion. Makery says irreverence is what makes me come back. I don't feel incompetent. On Instagram, they're only heroes. Well, I don't have Instagram. Well, I have Instagram, but I've never used it. Never will. I'm just there. If anyone wants to follow me, but you're following no one. Well, I've been grooving to, not a lot. The Portico Quartet album. Oh, yeah, and another one. I just realised that I listened to the other Portico Quartet album as well because it's still on the turntable. I haven't bothered to take it off. So, yeah. Pink says, sign my bass. I've signing nothing. Jack says, the main people in the Hawkwind, and they're in their 80s. Kathy. Now, Kathy Radker, I'm not even going to read her message, but I remember her name. And she's a bit of a live one. Random, I think we could say, dear Kathy is. A bit random. I might have to put her on timeout. Kathy Radker, Bruce Jr., Paul McCartney Archive Collection, London Town, Bacteria Masters album, Wings. I have no idea what that is, but for your own safety, I'm putting you in a timeout. Thoughts on how Stuart's Year of the Cat? Never heard it. Watkins says, what's your favourite Stranglers studio album? Best of the Stranglers. Munton says, hey Darren, I enjoyed the recent Portico Quartet album. Thanks for the spotlight. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Mystery says reaction videos of the future. I fucking invented reaction videos. I'm not doing reaction videos because they're just pathetic. They're pathetic. They're all right for like the first week, and then I take them down because they've been done. You know. Oh God, I didn't know that was going to happen. Oh. Some folks are born to made to wave the flag. Cue helicopter sounds. Watkins says aero whisper. Aero all the time, but the old-fashioned one. The old-fashioned aero that came in foil. Remembers the foil and the paper sleeve. Oh, opening it, especially the mint one, and you'd open the foil and the smell of it. Once, in the brick one, once I had a solid one of those. I nearly broke a fucking tooth because I had it in the fridge because I like my chocolate in the fridge because I'm weird. And I got it out and I went, oh, Jesus Christ. I could have sued Roundtrees. I could have sued them for millions. Millions, I tells you. Millions. King says, I want the insults ramped up. Insulting everyone is not enough. I don't like insult because my mum always said never mock the afflicted. That's what she said. And if you can't say something nice about someone, don't say anything. That's why I never ever say anything about my mother. Boom. That was a joke. Where are we? Mystery says prog on, indeed prog on. Walshy says, I'll see if Tranquility Channel if you can feature on one of their prog seat live streams. Fuck off. No, I don't want to do that. Right, look, if I'd have wanted to do fucking collaborations and all that shit, don't you think I would have done it years ago? No, I'm too good for them. And I ask the wrong questions. I say to Portnoy, why the fuck do you keep making the same fucking music over again? You know, when are you going to fucking learn to play, huh? When are you going to learn to play with some fucking conviction and some soul? Oh, fuck. That'd go down well, wouldn't it? That'd go down well. I don't even know Martin Popoff is. He sounds like a Dutch marionette maker, doesn't he? And this is Martin Popoff. He makes the little puppets like a smoke and a pancake. There we go. And again, Kathy Radker's leaving messages, which is probably let's see what it says. Yeah, she's just going on about Paul McCartney for some reason. She's quite insane. I tend to attract the nutters, the nut jobs, and I bet a dime to a dollar Kathy isn't Kathy. It's probably George with a big beard sitting naked in front of the computer. Don't you reckon? Yeah. And that clicking you hear is the missus. Turn off my pacemaker. That was in stereo. That was like you was listening to a fucking Pink Floyd record, man. Yeah, yeah. Beat that, Roger Waters. You can't beat that. Because I'm like lightning. I'm like Quicksilver. You can't beat it. Can't beat it, man. Where are we? Mutton says, I also sat Frost album. Now that was a mistake. God, that was boring. Had absolutely nothing progressive about it. Thank you, Garrett. Thank you. It's nice to be justified. You know, I like that. I don't get any of that music. It's awful. All that stuff is just absolute dog shit. It's all dog shit. That's the problem, isn't it? That's the problem. There is so much dog shit. Oh dear. Like I said, music is so fucking weak now that when I listen back to my own music, I think it's good. That's where we've got in this world. That's put me in a very dangerous position. That I actually believe in what I do now. Fucking hell. Pink says, I watched a documentary, a filmmaker about the McCandless filmed at the same time. The film was being made coincidentally, and it was good. It brings up some interesting different points about him. Oh, yeah. There is a whole different... There's a book as well. And there's also a book about him that were written by his sister, which I think was published not too long ago. I don't know if I've seen that documentary. Again, it was a long time ago. I might have watched it. It might have been on the telly. But I know that, there's some... artistic license and whatnot, gone on with the movie now because it's a biopic and it's not true. It's a version of the truth. So yeah, there you go. Walsh says, never got the appeal of Deliverance. Should I give it another chance? Should you give it another chance? I don't know. If you didn't like it, you're not necessarily going to change. It depends when you saw it. It depends how you watched it. If you watched it as some sort of adventure film, I don't know. I don't know. I've got 2 days left to watch Inception again before it disappears off of Amazon Prime Video. Oh my God, I'm a bit worried if I'm going to fall asleep again. Give it a go. What could happen, eh? It's got Burt Reynolds in it. What do you want? Mystery says, Vids, it's quantity, not quality. More is more. Okay, you talk about what I do? There's no quality in what I do. Because I'm old school YouTube, you see. I just sit in front of a camera and talk. Anton says, I was getting into Shauna Hathaway the other day. What do you think of the band she was in, Ash? Ash is a load of shit. But hey, there you go. Dawson says, YouTube is strange. It actually recommends me videos I've already watched. Tell me about it. Many times. Would you like to watch this again? Like I'm in the old folks' home and I've forgotten that I've watched it. Not that long ago, I might add. No thanks. I've already watched it. But yes, Dawson, I hears you. I hears you loud and clear. That is definitely something. YouTube's just a fucking hot mess. It needs to be burnt to the ground and started again. Pink says, Call of the Wild is the name of it. Not related to Jack London story. Jack London. Call of the Wild, White Fang. Read those books as a kid. Pink says, there's loads of copyright stuff on Twitch live streams. It's bollocks. Sports especially. But again, I'm completely... I don't watch Twitch. Mainly because if the missus comes in and sees me watching the Hot Tub Girls, she'll say, No, she wouldn't. She wouldn't give a fuck because we've been together too long. Um, but no, I mean, I don't get Twitch. It's just like that's another thing where it's just a mess, an absolute dog's breakfast of a site. It makes YouTube look like like the British Library in comparison. So I stay away from it. But because of the Xbox can stream straight to Twitch. I wish it could stream straight to YouTube like the PlayStation can, because that'd help me out. Because YouTube's my home. I don't want to be on Twitch, but I want to do some live. I want to do some game streaming stuff and have fun with that. Do the stuff you enjoy, have some fun, get back into some games again. And but Twitch. Harrison actually, long time no see. I know, where you been? Where you been? I've still been here. I ain't gone anywhere. Still here. Still here. Richard says, keep going with the movies. Good choices, all very well reviewed. Oh, thanks, Richard. Well, I'm going to do it anyway because I like movies and I've watched an awful lot of movies. And movie reviews was my bread and butter back in the day. My first published reviews were actually movie reviews for the various publications that WV publications operating out of Camden used to put out, What Video and Camcorder Choice and whatever it was called. And I used to get a lot of screener tapes and stuff. This is from 95 to about 90. Well, when did the missus leave? 2000. For about 5 years, I was contributing video reviews for them. Didn't get paid for it. It was all done for free, which was nice because I got to keep the videos and they give me some equipment and stuff like that. So one hand washes the other. But no, that was something I used to do, a lot of back in the day. So I know, but I've never ever been published music reviews. That's not what I do. Music reviews is not what I do. See, because I could never ever do a music review how I wanted. Because you can't publish that. This is a load of all shit. You can't put that in. We've got an advert on the opposite page. But there you go. But no, I mean, I did that. I used to I did software and camera reviews. Used to do a lot of camera reviews, camcorder reviews, that kind of stuff. The first digital camera. I wrote a review on that. One of the Mavica ones, Sony Mavicas that came in back in the day. Used to do all sorts of stuff. Yeah. Now look at me. Where are we? What's the thing? Harrison says, had my second jab today. It's lucky it wasn't bad for me, just a nip in the arm. Hopefully less painful the first time. It wasn't painful. The injection wasn't painful. I think when my arm was sore, I'd laid on it. But the actual jab, and it didn't bruise me either, so that was good. But when I had blood taken from there, I had a big bruise come up. But no, it wasn't painful. It's just the palpitations. And like I said, I've not been right since. I keep getting them and it's not very nice. They won't go away. But of course, when I did the ECG at the doctors, they told me to relax, and so I blissed out, didn't I? And so the ECG was fine because you relax, you bliss out, you go transcendental, man. And but we'll see what the blood tests have to say. What's the old joke? Hopefully they'll find some blood in my alcohol sample. Russell says, carry on film reviews. Oh, matron, no. I don't think I could. Favourite Joel Schumacher film? Oh, man, I don't know whether to go with the Batman. The Batman. Oh, God. He did a lot of films. I'm just going to pull up his filmography because there was a lot of films, isn't there, as director. Crikey, St. Elmo's Fire. Lost Boys. Oh, Flatliners. Dying Young, people forget that one. It's quite a sad one. Falling Down, love that one. Batman Forever. What else did he do? Batman and Robin. Love that one. 8mm. That one's often forgotten. Phone Booth. Oh, that was one of his later ones. That was a good one. Phantom of the Opera. Number 23. That's with Jim Carrey going bonkers, which is quite good fun. I haven't seen the rest of these. Trespass. Is that the one where... No, that's funny because there's another film called Trespass and it ain't that. Oh dear. But no, I haven't seen that one. But there's a lot there. My favourite out of that, I'm going to say Falling Down, because I think it's, I think it was ahead of its time, especially now with everyone losing their mind. I think it is, I think it's very good. Michael Douglas is incredible in it. Jack says, delete most social media during the week and head feels a lot clearer, especially deleting TikTok. Well, I've never done TikTok, but you can dance to my music on TikTok, folks. Yes, you can. You can dance to my music on TikTok, and I will earn jack shit because I got a breakdown of all the streams on TikTok, and I earned that much. Thanks, guys. Pink says TikTok is awful. For Simon says, I like your film reviews. Do you take requests? Or is that for a patron? You can look, as long as it's something that people have heard of. Somebody said that take requests, and they pointed me in the direction of this really obscure film that I don't want to watch. All right, but if it's something that I know and I've seen, try me. But nothing too obscure. Nothing, foreign language, which is going to be hard for me to find. You know what I'm saying? Try and keep it Hollywood and mainstream, and we'll see what we can do. Nothing weird and over there. Unless it's a Serbian film. That one. Pink says, top 10 prog albums with the kazoo as an instrument. Crikey. That's a good one, isn't it? I think Brand X may have used the kazoo. Bonzo's definitely used the kazoo. Munton says, I've never had a social media account. YouTube alone is badly addicting enough. Well, again, Facebook, I don't even know what Facebook is anymore. I just go on the Guardian website and wind everyone up because it's fun. And Twitter's just insanity on a plate. I use it because how would people know when the live streams are if I don't have a Twitter and Facebook account? Because YouTube is rubbish. You know what I'm saying? So I feel kind of obliged because I'm a media sensation. I feel obliged to have these things. I don't need them. They do not interest me. Facebook is just a fucking hot mess. It says, Darren, this happened 4 days ago. And I go, I follow that site. I follow that person. And you've waited 4 days to put it in my bloody feed. Thanks, Facebook. You're useless. You're fucking useless. Useless. I mean, I could delete Facebook tomorrow and not miss it. Unfortunately, there's some videos and video stuff up there, pictures of the kids and whatnot, which I like the memory thing. Do you remember this 5 years ago? And I'm walking the kids home from school, and I like that. That's nice. That makes me feel good. So really, I should just unfriend everyone and stop following everyone. Just use it as a memory aid when I'm in the old folks' home, pissing into a nappy. Be next week. Next week that will be. Martin says, how about top 10 hilarious stupid troll comments? Oh man. Pink's aero, but not by Sean. Exactly. Favourite flavour of incense? Oh, I've got a new lot. I've got 2 new packs, but they're not the flavours that I'm used to. I had Dragon Blood. That was good. Patchouli, if I'm feeling a bit, like it's the 60s again. But they've all got these like relaxation, sensual. What does that tell me? It doesn't tell me anything. They were only £3 though off Amazon, so what can you do about it? King says, regarding UFOs, what the hell makes you think aliens would want to visit us intelligent cretins? Oh, well, they're not aliens. It's us from the future coming back, trying to save us from the future. Like Interstellar. Indeed, stereophonic sound. Favourite track from Nevermind the Bollocks? Oh, but it's going to be one of the songs, isn't it? One of the singles. And which version? Because there's different versions of it. It's going to have to be Anarchy in the UK. He's such a strong. I like every track on the album. You know, I like every track on the album. It's a good album. I like that album. What's my thoughts on the Pete Townsend research saga? Says Owen. I've covered this. If you really want to do research, you go to the police and get the police involved, because that's what anyone with half a brain would do. You wouldn't sit in front of the computer with your credit card out and your trousers around your ankles, would you? Would you? You go to the fucking police, or go to an advocacy organisation that deals with those kind of topics and talk to survivors, perhaps, you know, people that are victim to it, you know. That was a very big disappointment. I still don't believe a word of it, because if he's an intelligent human being, he would have gone about it the right way, not the wrong way, and he wouldn't have accepted the caution. Because if he was innocent, he would have gone to court and he could have proved his innocence, but he accepted the caution, thus saying, I'm guilty, I'm a nonce. So there you go, and that is very, very disappointing. All right? When the Who toured America during that time, because of the American laws, they had to put out posters saying that there was a known paedophile in your location whenever the Who hit town. That is a fact. You wouldn't want that in your biography, would you? But that's my thoughts on that. A great disappointment. Oh, mind you, you spelt Townsend wrong. So is this a different Pete Townsend? Like one who comes from Milton Keynes or something I don't know about. Harwood's here. I don't. Do you think you'd be keeping hold of that short scale bass? Oh, that's a good question. Why, you want to buy it? You want to buy it? You interested in it? We can do a deal. I'll do you a deal for it. It's done the review. I wouldn't say that I'm in love with it, but then I also want to sell the other 5-string, the Squire 5-string, because it's easy on my hand though. You know, I don't know, because I've recorded a couple of things with it, but like I said, I don't know if I'm in love with it. You know, but I'm not in love with any. Well, I'm only in love with a couple of the guitars here. They're only a couple. All these guitars I could sell. You know, bar, red, 12, and of course Blackie. The rest of them can fuck off. They can. Just keep those ones. But if you wanna talk money, Alan, drop me a line. Drop me a line. Yeah, because I'd rather just sell it to you rather than going through the whole eBay fiasco. You know what I'm saying? You can trust me. You can trust me. Honest, Darren. You can trust me. I'll do your deal. They're unusual little guitars, you know. But yeah, hopefully there is a review of it. So I'm just plucking the strings. There is a review of it on the other channel if anyone's interested. Go check that out, just in case you might not have seen it. You might not have seen it. You might not have seen it. Mystery got 4 lemons. Oh no, he's got a jackpot. That's worrying. Fasana says, have you heard the new Kevin Godley solo album? No. Payne says, YouTube don't alert you to reminder clicked videos until after they've been on 20 minutes or so. What's the point? Oh, you know. Camcorder choice. That's a title that dates itself. That's nothing. The missus used to be. Was she deputy editor? I don't know. Of What Cell Phone? Cell phone, eh? What cell phone? King says, if anyone says to me that they've seen Darren Lock on YouTube before, his live streams are worth watching, I'll tell them just non-stop Floyd talk. Yeah, that'll put them off. Payne says, the first digital camera I saw used a 3.5-inch floppy disk. Yeah, Sony Mavica. That's what I was talking about. Yeah. Cushion says, rank 3 on the film buses. Oh, sorry, rank 3 on the buses films. Well, You got the original, then you got Mutiny, and then you've got Holiday. In that order. Though Holiday, they edit the boobies out of Holiday on the buses now. At the beginning, they edit them out. I used to like that bit as a kid. It's the best bit. But the lady who played Olive, she used to be a stripper, a very good stripper in Soho. That's how she started in the industry. Walsh says Transcendental would be a great name for a dentist. Off to the Transcendentist. But what's the worst time to have an appointment? 2:30. Dad jokes. That's all you get these days. Pink says there's an album called Trespass by some band too. Exactly. Exactly. Watkins says Falling Down was compelling viewing. Again, when it was out, the first time it was out, I don't think we were familiar in the UK of like going postal, people losing their marbles and running amok. And, we had a little bit of that, didn't we, with the likes of Thomas Hamilton and things like that. So to see a film about it and see how someone can get so, exasperated by society and be pushed to the extremes. You watch it and you wonder, could that ever be me? Could I ever be pushed in that position? So it's a good film. Because and what makes it work is you become sympathetic to him, even though what he does is absolutely awful. He's not. Is he a good guy? Isn't he? The ambiguity there is fascinating, because you can watch that film many different ways and come out with different view of it. But that's what makes it a really good film. Harrison Brooks says, nice choice on Falling Down. Been meaning to check it out for some time. I honestly think Joel did a good job with Batman, especially Batman and Robin, a misunderstood masterpiece. I will defend those Batman films because I wasn't a big fan of Tim Burton's Batman films. A big fan of Tim Burton, but I thought they were just, But I liked the camp. But nobody liked it. I thought it was good fun. And I saw both of those at the cinema. And especially the last one, I insisted that we go. There was a big billboard outside where I worked in Lower Marsh, and I'd walk past it every day, counting down the days to its release. I'm going to go and see that. And I think I might have even taken a day off work to go and see it, or had a day in lieu. And we went and saw it at the cinema on the early bird showing, and I loved it. Don't care what you say. But then I don't like the Christopher Nolan ones either. The one with what's his name who died in it was good. But you're watching it for him. I'm Batman. Oh, I'm Batman. It sounds like he's either trying to squeeze out a shit or hold a really big fart in. I'm Batman. You're right. Radka. Oh God, Radka's at it again. I don't know what you're at, Radka, but please stop. Kathy Radka. Kathy Radka. Quite mental. Harrison says, you like the Clint Eastwood Sergio Leone dollars? A couple of dollars here. That's a good one. A few dollars there, yeah. And a couple of dollars down the back of the sofa. Classic trilogy, that. Westerns are cool. I've not, you watch those as a kid. Stuff like The Outlaw Josie Wales and that kind of stuff. Those were the things we watched as kids because they was on Bank Holiday Monday. Grew up with them, but I wouldn't say, I remember them too well. Remember enjoying them, but, they're probably films I might have to go back and watch again if I can be bothered. But hoo ha! Oh, sorry, the microphones are there. Hoo ha! I could do it in stereo. Hoo ha! Hoo ha! You don't get that anywhere else. God damn it. Pink says, I found out that the first two solo albums by Andy Summers are collaborations with the featured artist. Yeah, I know, I've got them, but I can't talk about them. Payne says, Facebook wind me up with there. Look what we posted 2 years ago. Do you want to repost it? Oh, I'm doing that all the time. Just annoy people with my kids. He said. Paul McCartney, time out, exactly. Time out. Pink says, it really is quite shady, the Pete Townsend thing, but hey, it's all in the past. He got caught. And he admitted it. He got a caution for it. It was just disappointing. When it's one of your heroes, you just go, oh, Jesus. But we know Rolf Harris is innocent, right? Rolf Harris is innocent. He was set up. Remember, he's a big rule, right? Never fuck your daughter's friends. It never works out. You can fuck their mums, but never fuck your daughter's friends. You can fuck their mums, because they won't try and blackmail you. That's where Rolf went wrong. Can you imagine? She's in bed. Can you tell what it is yet? It's your penis, Rolf. Jack says, there's a very grainy documentary about the Townsend situation on YouTube showing his arrest and everything. He was definitely treated better than others. Well, again, that whole Operation Ore was kind of interesting because there were a number of men whose credit cards were compromised and they were fingered by the brothers. And it turns out that they could prove that they weren't on those sites. Forensically, there was no evidence on their computers. Some of them didn't even have computers. But they could prove that they weren't there and that their credit cards had been compromised. So that's really irresponsible. Again, this is a thing. This is the whole shadow of a doubt thing. If you go into court, you go, and the defence go, credit cards compromised, because there was a lot of credit card cloning and that back in that turn of the millennium. Credit card processing was still in its infancy. And they don't have the security that we have now. And so that was a whole aspect of the operational thing. But Townsend banged to fucking rights, man. It was his credit card. It was his computer. And if you're going to do research on that, there are people that can help you. Yeah, I don't think you need to see it. I don't think you need to witness it. You could just go and talk to people. You can go and talk to the victims of it. Because every time you pay and you watch that stuff, or you generate any revenue for those people, you are paying them to do it again. Because it's an industry. And there are, it's been, excuse me, it's been reported that there are whole criminal gangs who operate out in the darknet and whatnot who live stream this stuff. And it's out there. And thankfully, the police are smashing these gangs. It's just awful, All of it is just disgraceful. And that's problematic. And that's a problem. And if anyone defends him over it and says, but no, he admitted it. He got a caution, And there were some men who were actually driven to suicide because of the operational investigation, which was, again, flawed. But in his case, it wasn't, because it was his credit card. And, I don't know. It's a whole murky thing. But there you go. Just, yeah. Where are we? Owen says, yeah, I've seen that. Oh, good. I'm glad everyone's seen it. Riley says, favourite Labour Party leader of the last 55 years? Well, it's John Smith, of course. Easy. Pink says, thoughts on The Last Waltz? Been meaning to watch it, but can't find it. Oh, God, I watched it years ago. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, I'll tell you what I watched the other night. Last night I was watching Captain Beefheart with Verity, because Verity wanted to stay up late. And so whenever she wants to stay up late, I put something on that's fucking awful, like Captain Beefheart. And I watched Captain Beefheart, and I really enjoyed it. There you go. Because I enjoy watching him play live, but I don't enjoy the albums. Funny that. But yeah, Last Waltz, check it out. Yeah. Pink says, oh, where'd that go? It all jumped up the screen. Tom Pink says, that and a documentary on the Stones. Yeah, that's a good one as well. Mikey Poot says, I've been watching Falling Down clips this week. All is connected. Everything is connected. All is connected. Last week in Belgium, as in France, a well-armed man and trained soldier snapped and took it to the woods. Yeah, read about him. It's in the papers over here. So it's bloody Belgians, isn't it? Got to watch out for them. Dodgy lot they are. Pink says, little Tom Pickles loved the campy Batman films. Well, he's got taste. Did I ever like the comic strip films? The funny thing about the comic strip is, I kind of like bits of it. Some of it I thought, some of it I liked, some of it I didn't like. Even some of the bits within the bits I liked, and then some, I was kind of, I watched it out of duty because it's what all the kids were watching. I was more of a young ones fan back in the day, but I watched it out of duty. But when you think about it, it's the young ones that's kind of stuck in people's memories. And I think the comic strip, they did a spoof spaghetti western, which was good with Peter Richardson in it, and but I remember them, but I don't want to watch them again. Whereas I want to watch the young ones again with Verity. Funny, huh? Pink says, God, that woo-ha reminded me of Big Love. It's big, big love. Ah, ah, ding-a-ling-a-ling-ding. Got a big, big love. You don't get that anywhere else. Oh God, it's all gone up the screen again. I should stop doing that. Show. Pink says, don't know about you folks, but I wouldn't even want to watch a frame of that stuff. Not even for science, not even ever. So that's bullshit. Well, again, back in, I don't know, have I told you this story? Back in the day when news groups were a thing, and news groups is kind of a message board. And this is back in the day of 33-bit modems or whatnot. And, there was some like saucy image news groups. And being a curious young man, I set the modem up, and you had to, again, because it took so long, I'd set up and do it in like a batch, download some images in a batch. It's the internet, a bit saucy. Couldn't do movies because it was 33, BPM or whatever it was. 33 baud. And I downloaded some images from this thing, and in one of them was an image of that. And it's burned into my memory. I instantly I deleted everything, and I never went on the news groups again. It is burnt into I close my eyes and think of it, I can see it. And I can see the look of pain and fear in the victim. And it was because, again, these images were labelled as something else because they do that. So because I don't want anyone to see them. And so it just has an innocent name to it. I don't know if there were any more because, like I said, I saw that and I just deleted the fucking lot, and I never went back on the news groups again, except the music news groups where I used to wind people up. Bill Collins, doesn't he play with Yes? God, I used to wind him up. So yeah, I've seen one frame of one grainy black and white. It was black and white, I think, and it was enough to make me go no, because it's truly repugnant. And if it doesn't make you want to vomit or cry or just go no, then you're not human. I'm human. And when you have children and you see how innocent they are and how fragile they are, and you're there to protect them, if anyone can do that to them, they're not worth knowing. Give them to me. I'll cut their balls off. I'll feed them their own testicles. I would happily do that. I wouldn't even ask you to pay me. I'd do it for free. I would hang them and gut them for free because it's the worst thing. It is the worst thing ever. And that's my little lecture on that. And like I said, when was it? 90. When did I get my first modem? 96. That would have been. And I think that was like the first time I did it as well. It's the first time I tried to download some images off the news groups. Like I said, I hightailed it out of Dodge, and I just don't go. There are some things you shouldn't see, some things you shouldn't see, and that's one of them. What's my favourite Beef Art song? The one he does with Zappa on the thing. That one, can't do it because kids are in bed, got to be quiet. Munton says, do you still hate cooking? No, I don't hate cooking. I don't like eating what I've cooked, because you cook it, you work on it and you serve it up, and I enjoy other people eating it, but then I've got to eat what I've just cooked. I'm like, oh, a bit tired, a bit bored, you know. But no, I don't mind cooking. It can get a bit tiresome. My big problem is I don't have a kitchen. I would like it. I've always wanted a bigger kitchen with bigger worktops. I've got a tiny little worktop to use, and there's not enough space. I want to make pies. I can't roll out pastry. You know, I'm not rolling it out on the table. Our table's just, filthy. It's disgraceful. But yeah. Pink says, Arnie in that suit going, "Nice to see you, Batman." Again, it's great, Mr. Freeze is great. Harrison says, funny thing, Darren, I think Beefheart's entire discography by his last 3 solo are crap sounding, but better sound live. Yeah, I think, again, I much enjoy the live performances, and I've seen a couple of his gigs, him doing his stuff live, and it's electric, it's great. But on record, I think it sounds awful. It sounds like the mutterings of a lunatic. But you've got to see it live. You've got to see the performance, That's my problem. Padge says, do I like Mars Volta? Do I like Mars Volta? Do I like Mars Volta? No, I don't. Garrett says, have you ever watched Zappa live too? Yeah, but I've watched a number of his stuff, and I just... No one likes Zappa. Nobody goes, oh, do you know what? I'm going to go and sit down and listen to some Frank Zappa. No one does that. It's a lie. Pink says, everyone's favourite Fleetwood Mac song. It is. Munton says, I have Trout Master Replica on CD. When I saw it at a record show for brand new for 12, I just figured, why not? Yeah, I had that. That's probably my copy. I sold mine ages ago. But Harrison says, Shake Your Booty is probably Zappa's best after Hot Rats because it's live. And there's Adrian Below on guitar. I love a bit of Adrian Below. Munton says the Grand Wazoo is also big band type material. It ain't happening. I ain't getting into Zappa. Sorry. Never happening. No. Harrison says Trap Mark Replica is all right, but I'll never understand how it's so popular. Pink says Bill Collins was one of the drummers in UK. Exactly. Definitely in UK. Munton says, what was your favourite part of Phil's Not Dead Yet book? The colouring in pages. I like that bit. Colouring in his little head is really good. I like that bit. Harrison says, if you want the English Captain Beefheart, check out Pill with Metal Box. Yeah, I know Public Image Limited. Big fan. Munton says, out of all the books you have, which is the rarest? Define rare. I have a Andy Summers book, Throb, which I think may be worth some money because it's signed by him. It was in the charity shop window back in the late 80s for about £1, and the missus got it for me. And it's £1, and it's signed by Andy Summers. Let's have a look. Let's see if it's on. Let's see if it's sold on eBay later. I don't know if I can get it off the shelf because it might be down the bottom. Where is it? Is it on the shelf? I can't see it. Oh God, I can't see anything from here. I need my glasses. Let's put Andy Summers in. Andy Summers. Because he likes taking pictures. Oh, here we go. Andy Summers, Throb. But it's just, I don't know if the book's autographed or it's the photo that's autographed. No, it's the photo that's autographed. Whereas my book is autographed. There you go. Here we go. Signed autograph softcover book. They want nearly $70 for it. Ooh. As much as that. Ooh, I'm going to be rich. Rich, I tells you. Rich beyond your wildest dreams. Yeah, a signed one. 70 quid went for. We got it for £1. I'll tell you what's rare though. I'll give you rare, he says, reaching into his drawer. You want rare? I'll give you a little bit of rare. clean the dust off of it. It's my red oblique strategies. It's number... Oh, God, you can't see. Can you see it now? I can't see the screen. 273. Yeah. Out of 500, I think. Is it 500? Oh, I can't remember. That's rare. Yeah, out of 500. From 2013. There you go. Woohoo! My drawer's a bit dusty. I've got an Eno book up there that's a bit rare. It's a hardback, but I don't know. It's an academical book about Brian Eno, and I got it cheap. But some places have it listed for like 300 quid. But I don't know how true that is. I don't know how true that is. Got the original softback of A Year with Swollen Appendices. Don't think that's rare. Again, don't know about books. Don't know about books. Oh, got that Genesis book that's signed by all 4 members of Genesis. All I need is Gabriel's John Hancock on it, and that'd be cool. It's got Hackett, Collins, Rutherford, and Banks signed in a Just Jacket, chapter and verse, hardback. That might be worth something. Let's have a look. Chapter and verse. Chapter and verse. Genesis. Let's have a look. Anything signed? 60 quid. Not signed though. Anything signed here? No, nothing signed. Okay. Highest price. £86. But is it signed? Don't know if it's signed. Mine's signed. Is it signed? No. It says rare mint, but mine is signed. Oh, and I've got the Van de Graaff generator book. That's rare. It's called The Book. I've got books, you know. I collect books. Got the new Sinead O'Connor biography coming tomorrow, which should be fun. I've still got all the other fucking biographies to read. I've got, what's his name from Talking Heads to read. I've got Gerald Scarfe, got his book, and that was signed. Got that signed as well. Yeah. Pink says, I don't read too much, but I did enjoy your biography. He's quite candid and sincere about it. Even if, oh, where did he go? Even if he's not painted in his best light. Yeah, again, there is an honesty to it, you know. I'll give him that. Plus, it's entertaining with the anecdotes. Oh, yeah. Mum goes, what other bad music do you present to Verity? Well, when she was little, when we used to hang out when she was in her high chair. We used to do Prog Sunday, where she experienced some of the finest prog, sometimes in surround sound. And so, yeah, that's probably ruined her. Page says, another question. Do you think rock will ever come back in the mainstream again? No. Thomas King says, Pete Townsend was caught and said that he's a pedo. Tom said that. I didn't, if the lawyers are watching. Thomas says, 2 dislikes on this stream. Oh, that'd be the weirdo. I have weirdos who like thumbing down the video. It gives them a little chubby. Just think, that's what they do. They do that to my videos because they've got no power or anything going on in their lives other than to thumbs down my video. Imagine just how fucking sad you have to be to hit that thumbs down button every time I post a video, because that's all you've got going for you. That is fucking sad. But carry on. Doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother me at all. Why would it bother me? It's meaningless. It's engagement, you fools. It registers the same as a thumbs up, you fucking idiot. Because they're watching, because they watch everything I do, because they hate me so much. Absolutely deranged, because YouTube is just a conduit to the mentally insane. Hello, loonies. Hello, loonies. Or the autistic who are badly behaved and blame their autism. No, bad parenting. That's what it is. Jesus fucking Christ, you freaks. Just fuck off and die, will you? Jesus. No, it's not bots. It's somebody don't like me. It's Harrison. It's just there is somebody out there who really doesn't like me because he's a freak. Gary Munn says, on the other hand, what's the most recent music that Verity and Herb enjoy? Well, I don't know about Herb. Herb likes listening to like kind of Minecraft tunes and songs and parodies off of YouTube. Again, the kids go off and they discover music on YouTube. Verity listens to music, but she won't tell me what she listens to because she's too embarrassed. So Dad's going to have to go through her history when she goes back to school next Monday. Yeah, that's it. No, you haven't got a love Zapper. No one loves Zapper. Not even Zapper loves Zapper. Where are we? Favourite Andy Summers guitar work? Every Breath You Take, I think. Mutton says, the one where we went Rare Book Quest. Maybe. King says, Big Love is one of the only good FM songs. The noises at the end are pretty vile, though. It's the sound of sweet, sweet love. You mean you've never heard those noises? You never stood outside your parents' bedroom and wondered what Daddy was doing to Mummy? No? Okay. Alan says, that'll be Kathy Radke and Paul McCartney. I don't think it's Kathy that thumbs down the video. It's someone else. Mountain says, I think the kids might like Midori Takada. Oh, Verity did hear a bit of Portico Quartet the other day when she was wandering by. So she enjoyed the new one, Terrain. She did enjoy a bit of that. Paige has given me money. Oh, it's euros though. Oh, no one likes euros. And on that, I think that's my excuse to leave, because I have actually got to get up early in the morning because my jab is early. I have an early jab, and I shall present my arm thusly, and they can stab me with the needle. And who knows? Maybe I'll be here. I don't know. We'll find out. So anyway, thank you for popping by. I'm going to toodle off now. It's been emotional. Sorry about the whinging, but I know you like it. I know you like it really. You know what I'm like. That's why you come here, isn't it? That's why you come here. All these years, and we'll do this again. Hopefully, we'll do this again next time. I hope. He says, I hope we do. Oh, we've got 53 at the peak. At the peak. Oh, there we go. And now we don't have 33. Those are the viewers. Them's the viewers. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's been great. Remember, folks, if you can't be good, be safe. But more importantly, don't tell your mother.